I don't think that's what they're going for.
That's
at
why
all.
they I totally think it is. I think that moment with Star-Lord is a perfect example, because like if you've watched the two Guardians of the Galaxy movies with Star-Lord, his growth as a character from man-child to man has been like learning how to cope with loss.
Yeah.
First the loss of his mother, then the loss of, his father, who he saw, his father figure he saw pass in front of him.
Right.
But he never had to deal with, like, adult loss. Like loss you have to make that choice for, not that just happens to you.
Right. And
the answer to that was fuck the universe. I'm
not.
upset.
I'm fucking getting there, you fucking idiot. Anyway,
You're taking too long. You're
I know, yeah.
I don't-
also,
anyway.
like, you haven't let me get there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, to be fair, like, you're just like, my point is important, and you can wait.
Ray, shut the fuck up and play the game. We don't need a third voice right now.
God
Jesus.
damn it, he teleported.
Oh, you got an achievement. Anyway, let me finish this before I lose my train of thought again. So the next step in him is like adult loss, where you have to choose, like,
Yeah, I get you.
to lose something.
Why are there so many
And he
things in
fucking does that. He makes that promise to Gamora, and he pulls the trigger, but then it's fucking robbed from
here? Then
him.
it's
Oh, yeah.
bugs.
Like that, like
Well,
that.
yeah,
like,
there's no way
like
that was gonna happen.
Thanos robs that growth from him. I'm not saying no way it was going to happen. I'm saying Thanos robs that growth from him.
Oh, I'm saying there was no way that was gonna happen.
Yeah, Thanos robs that fucking growth from him. And
Right.
That's like one example of many of like, yeah, you're not supposed to fucking like this guy.
I don't think that's true, though. I feel like they're definitely, like, trying to make you feel something for Thanos. Otherwise, why would you have his back... Why would you make his perspective, like, conflicting at all?
Yeah.
This is ultimately what I'm getting at, is, like, they set him up in the beginning of the movie as just this, like, vicious warlord who's out for conquest, and, like, I know that that's equally as cliche as, like, the sympathetic villain, but Marvel doesn't have that yet. Marvel hasn't had a villain that's been, like, warlord out for conquest. The closest you get is Ultron.
I don't know, like...
That motherfucker was, like...
I don't even know if I'd count Ultron.
I don't know, Ego was pretty fucking, like...
He wasn't out for conquest, though. Ego was out to, like, make the world fucking...
He was still,
He
was still out for, like, mass genocide, though. Like, he's just like, I want to make the world me!
Yeah.
I want to make everything me!
Yeah, but, like, I don't know. Thanos was... I don't know. Again, Thanos was set up across all these movies over 10 years. Like, ever since the first Avengers came out, like, it was like, oh, Thanos is coming. And, like, everybody's like, fuck yeah! And then they, like, bring him to screen. And his whole motivation is, I'm going to wipe out half of existence at random so that I don't have to choose who dies, and so that we can preserve all of our natural resources and everything works. And that is just kind of a ridiculous...
It's
how you get from
weird.
point A to point B to me is like he's a villain, and so you're not supposed to think like he's all there. But like that's a fucking huge jump to me, and it doesn't make a lot of sense that like that's the natural response.
I mean, but like the whole thing is like he's not all there though.
Right, but it doesn't ever play like he's not all there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It never plays like he's not. It never plays to... There's never a moment in that movie where I feel like he doesn't have everything figured out. And that's because he's supposed to be all there. He's supposed to be like... again, like, when you watch the movie, there was never a scene to me where I was like, oh, this guy's just an evil douchebag. Like, he's just there to, like... wreak havoc and be a dick. And like I know that's not really Thanos in the comics either.
That's not Thanos at all.
But Thanos in the comics also isn't like the sympathetic dad figure. So
yeah, I don't think he's in this. Like I think it's.
I think he's very much that.
I think that scene.
The closest you get is like with Nova or
that
with
scene with fucking
Nebula.
Nebula, where she's literally being taken apart.
Yeah, but you already know that he doesn't like Nebula.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like,
he hates her,
and that fucking makes him a fucking monster.
That makes him a dick. Yeah, but also like everything else he does in that contradicts that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
but he has so many scenes where he's just a fucking monster. And
I don't think he has so many scenes.
Yeah,
I don't think there are tons of scenes. I think that's like the closest you get to like him genuinely being a monster. But even then, like you see him with Gamora, and he's like my favorite daughter. And, like, he has to know that she hates him. But at the same time, I'm just sitting here like...
I think he's a sociopath, so he might not.
It's
I think he has to
not
know.
care.
It's like that image I saw.
Right.
It was just what?
Right.
What do you mean? It's over here.
Don't go ahead, fine, whatever.
No, I don't know. To me, it was just like it's another. It's just fucking, and I'm not even like here to shit on Avengers: Infinity War. I just wish that they didn't pull the whole sympathetic dad angle with him, because they definitely did. That was definitely, they were going for like, he loves his daughter and the only way to get the Soul Stone was to sacrifice something he loves, and of course he has something he loves because he loves Gamora, and he doesn't love Nebula, which makes him evil. And I'm just like, all these threads don't really tie into a
I mean, he's
consistent
evil because he
character.
wants to fucking murder. Like he's fucking evil and crazy because he like doesn't understand that like murdering half of everyone's fucking bad.
Right.
He
So what you
understands it.
just said
Well,
is exactly my problem, because he's crazy because he understands that, but he's not crazy because somehow he like loves Gamora, and he's like supposed to be sympathetic because he had to sacrifice the thing he loves in order to get the thing.
This goes back to my thing is I don't think he's sympathetic. Like I just think they're just trying to show he's fucking insane.
No, they're absolutely playing
they
the
are-
sympathetic angle. There's no
All right.
other reason they would put that up there, and that's my thing.
I will have to rewatch this movie because it has been. I saw it on opening night, so it's been 2 weeks since I've seen it.
It's been 2 weeks since I've seen it too. I just very distinctly remember that scene with Gamora, and I was upset because I like Gamora, but I was also like, why is this in the movie? Like, why did you need to make that? You have to
break my
sacrifice
shit.
what you love
I'm
to.
not.
Anyway,
That was my whole take, or my whole thing on it was like, yeah, it was emotional and it made me feel feelings, but like, why'd you need it?
Yeah.
Why'd you need
What
that
was
scene?
important to this?
Yeah. So that Star-Lord could freak out later. Like, that's the thing. Like, Marvel is so, like, calculating about all of their story beats. Like, you have this thing in there so that later on they can do that. And,
so
that is, like, one that has, like, 3 different purposes and doesn't really serve any of them.
okay then.
Yeah.
So now my broader question for you is this ended up being actually my third favorite Marvel movie
Right.
behind Ant-Man and Guardians 2. Where does it fall for you gentlemen?
Oh, it's pretty up there, I guess.
Like top 10, top 5?
At least top 10 for sure.
I know I posted my my ordered list of all 19 on Facebook, and people got really butthurt about a couple of things on my list. Primarily about how I don't like the Captain America movies, particularly all that much, and also that I think Thor Ragnarok is not a super great movie.
I just got invulnerability.
I like Doctor Strange a lot, and I
Yeah.
like Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's...
Both of those are very high on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is real good. Real good.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is really, really... Austin didn't like Doctor Strange.
Really?
Yeah, he commented on it when I posted that.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the second part of this, Avengers 4. I'm kind of curious how they wrap it up. And I know they're gonna
Wrap it up.
Well, they're gonna like start like they're definitely going to fucking kill off Iron Man.
No,
Like,
I can't see it.
I am betting you that they are fucking going to retire Iron Man as like a full-time hero.
They already kind of have, though.
Yeah, like they're like at the beginning of this movie they were like trying to set that up. Like this is definitely gonna be
His last solo movie came out in 2013.
yeah, like he's gonna like just be Peter Parker's mentor going forward.
I mean, I think that was always the game plan.
Like that's like that Iron Spider suit was sick though, eh?
It was.
That was pretty great.
Was pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
You know what one part of that movie I really fucking love though? Thor's whole thing. Thor.
Come here, rabbit.
I'm normally not a fan of Thor, but Thor in that entire movie I loved it.
He was real good.
Also,
I thought Thor, I am Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite interactions with Groot, and I love all of the Guardians movies.
Yeah. Guardians, if you would have told me, like, when the Marvel Cinematic Universe started, that Guardians of the Galaxy would be my favorite MCU series, I'd been like, the one with the raccoon and the fucking talking tree?
Right.
Like, what?
I would have been like, yeah. Where the fuck did you come from?
No, I would have bet on Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah, because I love Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was thinking like Spider-Man was probably going to be my favorite too, and it's like not even really top 10 for me.
It's okay.
Barely in my top 10 if it makes it. It or Black Panther. Black Panther's 10, and Spider-Man Homecoming's 11.
Yeah, I didn't even love Black Panther.
I love.
I thought I was going to love Black Panther.
I love the visuals and the music of Black Panther.
It's definitely one of the better looking movies. I didn't think Infinity War was all that good looking, but it was also like way too big to be like gorgeous.
I thought parts of Infinity War looked super cool.
Yeah, but this Marvel CG. Anyway,
like I said, parts.
Yeah.
Like that the forge.
Yeah, that was cool.
That would look dope as hell.
That was cool. I thought Peter Dinklage looked ridiculous.
I was so happy they brought him in.
It was funny though.
It was funny, but I was also like, what the fuck?
I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Sure, guys. Yeah. No, I do like how a lot of characters got growth in that movie. Like, or you got to see like the outcomes of the other movies, like Rocket. Like, well,
yeah,
time to be the captain.
Right.
You got to see like Thor and Loki's little thing.
For that 4 seconds.
Yeah, man, but it's still like.
When did we start doing this?
It's been about an hour.
It's almost been an hour. Well, once Ray. We'll Ray a couple more shots at this. And
when Ray dies again, we can stop.
So Ray, please win.
Win.
These fucking vaporwave ass visuals, dude.
This encounter took me forever on my playthrough, so I actually can't blame him for being bad at this one.
There's just so much happening.
He's finally at the part of the game where it's hard.
Wow. Good job, Ray. You,
shit, I've got the big boy.
You've been bad at the easy parts.
Thank you.
Ray,
I knew I was gonna die there.
Ray is finally at the part of the game where it gets hard. Speaking of, I've been streaming God of War.
And Bronson's been pretty hard the whole time.
Yeah, just murder boner.
I love Dad of Boy.
Dad of Boy.
But I've been... So
what a great name for a game.
We did the first bit of side stuff yesterday and fought the first Valkyrie.
Yeah.
They're impossible.
Are they?
Oh my god. Like, it's obviously because I'm, like, not ready for it.
And bad at games.
Shut up.
I mean, you asked for the real reason.
Bronson has very little patience today.
That's...
You mean Bronson has very little patience?
No,
I mean, normally he's pretty good.
Just...
Today's
not
a super good day.
Like, I ended my day on a particularly, like, long call where I got out of work, like, 20 minutes late.
What?
Right.
I just saw beads come out of it.
All right,
I'll give you one more.
What died there? Something
you get one
died.
more. You get one more shot.
I ran up to him because I thought he died, so I was going to pick up the health and run, and apparently not because he punched me in the chin.
This is very similar to what it was like watching me fight that Valkyrie on stream last night.
You died until you eventually gave up in defeat?
I died until we decided to go progress the story and come back to it later.
Which is the same as giving up.
They basically made a Metroidvania in Norse mythology.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sweet, I gotta say.
Where is he?
It's also really touching.
Here he comes.
Baru! This game is so damn good.
It's okay.
Like, watching you replay this has actually made me want to do another run of Doom on my own time.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a shame I'll never have the free time to do it.
The fuck? Oh, I was
Alright, well, that is your one chance.
Alright, right, so...
You goofed up. You goofed up good.
It's a main menu, buddy. Alright, everyone, this has been another solid week or two. We'll be back in the next week or two.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Anime is next Thursday.
Oh yeah, you boys get to go to California.
We get to go to California and
we'll definitely be back next week. I mean, this is August.
Oh yeah. Hey, we'll see you next time. Follow us on the social medias. All right.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Don't forget to hug your grandparents. Bye.